I'm so fucking depressed right now. It's absolutely fucking ridiculous. It's like I feel like people, when they tease or they make fun, or whenever they make fun of something that could relate to me, and I'm not saying that it does, but I'm saying that it's coincidentally lining up, like literally in the back of my head, I'm just like, okay, yeah, that was towards me, okay, and even if it wasn't like they directly knew that it could be related to me, it's like karma wise, and so it's like, or whatever, like bigger, and so it's like, yeah, the devil's trying to make sure that I feel so shitty that I fucking kill myself. It's like, I put up, about how my dad strangled me when I was a kid, and about how I strangled myself. And I even put up in a later video how I'm not into that in any way, like, because I know some people may have, or may eventually watch my videos and be like, oh, she's into the fetish, being strangled, and I'm not. And I don't take shit, I can't even think right now. I do take offense to it. I don't think it's something funny or whatever. And it's like anything that you put out, supposedly, it reverberates like back at you or what the fuck ever. And it's like, I've always been a person that I guess I do put out a lot, whether it's just like talking to people, bumping into people like at work and shit and everything. It's not been so that way like things come back towards me. It's so I can find what the fuck I'm looking for. And it don't work, and it's me, and I fucking hate myself for it, and I'm always gonna be this way. And so maybe I should commit suicide. It's like, I like who I am. I don't love everything about myself. But I've seen how people have to choose. They have to. It's the only way to survive. They have to choose to be different. They have to choose to tell white lies. They have to choose to make sure that they word things correctly, because I made a video talking about the girl that I'm in love with, and I was like, I'm sorry that I hurt you. And then I was like, shit, if somebody hears that, they can take hurt and blow it up into any fucking word that they want it to, or whatever. And I was like, all I did was hurt her feelings, Like, I didn't physically hurt her. I just hurt her feelings. And I was just like, but somebody could twist it if they wanted to. But literally, I hurt her feelings because she told me way ahead of time that she didn't like certain things. But then that night that we were hanging out together, she made it seem that it was okay. So it wasn't. And so she corrected me. Kinda. She didn't even really correct me. She just pulled the fuck away. Didn't say nothing. And then days later, yeah, you hurt my feelings. That's what she's... So I don't even fucking know. I swear to God. And it's like, all you little assholes out there, if you are making fun of me, like, all you're doing is you're just pushing me further into a deeper depression and making me think that I don't deserve to be happy. I don't deserve to feel happiness. I don't deserve to do anything that does make me happy. It's like I put in one video just a few days ago. I was like, I thought about like this is how my brain works, like coincidence wise. Like I don't have anybody on my real Facebook. Not anymore. I don't even have my kid on there anymore because I was writing things that I just wanted to put up for me, and I didn't want nobody to read them. And even though I know the makers and the ones in control of Facebook can read it and shit, I was like, they ain't nobody to know me. They ain't nobody close to me. But I think I even took my kid off of it, or I think I took her off of it. I can't even remember anymore. I ain't even been on it in a minute. At least in, I don't know, a couple days, I guess, or a week. But that's saying a lot, because usually everybody's on Facebook every fucking day. And I created another Facebook, and that way I could friend people and kind of try to get a handle on everything, for as far as, no, this is not about you. No, stop taking it personally. And I'm not going to say as much on here. And I'm not going to put out as much on this one. And I'm not even going to have my photos on this one, because I even got fucking attacked a few years ago because I put up a picture of my kid and I was like, look at her with all her blessings, talking about her gifts she got for Christmas. And a bunch of people just went like fucking ape shit and was like, oh my God, you don't know what a blessing is and you're such a piece of shit for that. Like, and so I was like, I'll just create another Facebook. That way I can be the nice person I am on, my side of why I genuinely liked Facebook originally, was to be nice, and to share, what you're going through, kind of like what I'm doing on here, and to help others to see. And it wasn't to, like downgrade or shit talk or, be blasphemous towards others, but that's all that it seems to have become now. And I don't even know, but like I got on a video the other day and I was like, I think I'm gonna sing, because I like to sing. It's like, it's a good thing that like I like about myself, and like I'm good at it, I don't know how great I am at it, but I know I'm decent at it. And I know I'm better than some people, and I'm not being cocky, but I was in choir, like in school and stuff. And so I was like, I think I'm going to do that, because I like that and everything, and it'll make me feel good about myself. And it's like I get on Facebook, and this guy that is over there, he's like, oh, I think he start singing karaoke. Somebody shut the door, and then this girl shared this thing. It's like, if you're not doing something that would have got your ass in trouble 400 years ago, like with the churches, then are you really even living life? It's like, no. And then she also put up a thing about like daddy issues and being strangled, and you like it and don't put it out there, or what the fuck ever. And like I said at the beginning of the video, I was strangled by my dad. And I was also held at gunpoint by my dad. And I was also abused a lot by my dad. But because of that does not mean that I enjoy that, or I have a fetish for it, or I want it, or anything like that, because I don't. And it just offended me. And it literally, I literally just read it, like 15 minutes ago. And it offended me. And I was just like, that's it. That was directed towards me. She knows that she's directing that towards me because that's the type of person she is. Because that's the type of person everybody seems to come across as nowadays. Just very self-involved and trying to put others down so that way they feel better. And so I didn't even question, its irrelevance. And instead I was like, no, that is towards me. And then I was like, that's it. I'm going to get on YouTube. I'm going to shoot a video. And I'm going to fucking hang myself tonight. And I'm going to say that on my YouTube video. Like, that's literally what the fuck went through my mind. And then as I started the video, like whenever I hit the camera, before I started hitting the record button, I was like, maybe I shouldn't even address it. Maybe I shouldn't even say anything. And maybe I should just sing a song. And then I was like, or maybe I still should do it. And I was like, but I don't want to leave this world without my daughter having at least the one recording of the song that I wrote for her. Because I've been thinking like all last night and yesterday, like about how miserable life is. And about how lonely. And thinking about my kid. And thinking about, like, last night, like, at 8 p.m., I was like, okay, fuck this girl that I'm dealing with. She's not talking to me. I need somebody to talk to me because I'm losing my fucking mind. Because I'm so depressed. So I was like, let me go back in my past. See what I may have, see what I gotta fix or whatever and shit, or who I can talk to or who I can trust, right? So, on Messenger, you can just wave at people. And so I waved at what was it? 3 or 4 people. I don't even know. But I waved at my exes. I didn't wave at my husband, but I sent a wave to my kid's dad. I sent a wave to Michael. I sent a wave to JD, which JD was like middle school, but still like he's decent to me when we have talked over the years. And granted, we've only bumped into each other like 3 or 4 times over the years. And Mike responded, which that does not surprise me for him, but it was the same type of response, which is, I'm surprised. And so I told him I needed somebody to talk to a little while ago, or that I didn't say it in those words, but I was like, I need you to be the person that I needed you to be a long time ago, type kind of thing. Like, because I'm not changing who I am. Because I like who I am. I like how sensitive I am. I like that I do have weaknesses. And that I am vulnerable. And that I am sensitive. And that I do care. And that I do love hard. And that I do try my best. I like myself. And I don't want to change. I want to be better for as far as more happy, more confident, and I want to love myself. But I can't do that. I can't do that right now, and I can't do that when people want to lie and manipulate and hurt and be greedy and be out for themselves. And so that was another like thing that just sent confirmation to my brain, like, yeah, just hang yourself tonight and say fuck it. But see, that's another thing too. If I do commit suicide and it is successful because I make sure that it is 100% successful, then in that is changing the very makeup and the very being of who I am. Granted, my first 2 suicide attempts were blindly guided as a child, just being like, let's see. And so they were faulty because I was a child. And my next suicide attempt almost took. Because I really, really, really wanted it to. Because I felt so bad. And so alone. And so misunderstood. And because I wanted to see Steven again. But God saved me. And then my next suicide attempt was with a gun that I'd known had not been taken the best care of. So I guess you could say it was a 25-75 toss-up or a 50-50 toss-up as to whether or not the gun would function properly. Because nobody had taken care of that gun. But the thing is like my dad, after the incident was mentioned to him, he's like, it worked last year. And he's like, I tried, and he's like, and I went out and I shot it and it, he's like, it worked. So less than a year it was in working order, and I don't know why it didn't work, other than it just hadn't been taken care of. It hadn't been taken apart and cleaned, and I even took the bullet and the chamber out and put it back. And then even when I aimed it at the mirror after I kept trying to shoot myself, it wasn't working and it was pissing me off. I aimed it at the mirror and I thought, God, if it, explodes back on me, and then I thought, well, hopefully it'll explode back on me good enough that it'll actually kill me. It won't just halfway injure me. Cause I'd done fired it like, God, I don't know how many times, and the son of a bitch wouldn't go off. Wouldn't go off. It's fully loaded. Safety off. But I don't know. I'm just tired of people's meanness. Sometimes it's almost like I feel like I'm just a science experiment. Because things have been so coincidental my whole life. I notice coincidences all the time. And like I said about these people on Facebook that just put up these things over the past 2 and 3 days. And yet I just said these things within the past 2 or 3 days. Like sometimes I'm like, who's watching my life? Who's up my ass? Why is there so many coincidences? Why can't I just do something or live something or be something that's out there, that's it's not all hidden away in the bedroom or the house or whatever? Why can't I just do that and then it not come back something coincidental within usually a day or two or a week or two? That's just like this girl's dad. This girl I fell in love with. Her dad works for UPS. And beforehand, granted, I didn't notice, but I kinda did because, I mean, it's kind of hard not to because they're in a uniform and everything. But we didn't have that many regular UPS people that would come to the store that I was working at. And when all this happened between me and her, I noticed an increase in them. I noticed where it used to be like 2 or 3 UPS people a day or in my 8-shift hour work schedule. It got up to like 5 and 6 people. And I was like, why? Just stuff like that. And then even though I got to thinking about it, I got my license. I thought, shit, am I even going to get it? Like, is it even going to show up in the mail? Or am I going to get a letter of them stating that maybe, like, I'm not going to get it because I'm supposedly supposed to be paying child support. And I haven't paid it because I haven't had a way to even go up to the child support office. And I don't know if I can just pay it over the phone. And then even at that, like I said before, I can't afford it. Even when I was working, even though I quit a few days ago, I can't afford child support. Because if I can afford it, then I can't afford rent. And then I've got a whole nother lease that I've signed with this landlord. And so I have to pay my rent, which actually I gotta go pay it today or tomorrow, right now. And I don't have enough money to pay the full lease up right now. So I have to go back to work. And then she's wanting me to pay for the floor. And here I am owing child support now. Don't have a car. Might have a license, might not. I think people honestly hate me. And I noticed even on YouTube, the videos that just popped up as a suggestion for me to fucking watch. One was about a landlord being like, here's all your junk to her previous tenant, and dropping it off and being like, oh, and you owe me this much money. Like, I hadn't watched anything dealing with landlords and tenants. I haven't looked up anything on YouTube, and it just popped up in my news feed, if you will, or whatever. And then it's been popping up a lot of things dealing with cops being recorded, where people are recording them, where they're pulling them over and stuff. And I was just like, I haven't looked up any of that. But I mean, I watched them, you know, just, oh, that looks interesting, you know. But just coincidences like that is like, there is a negativity on me, following me, or something, or somebody just hates me, or the devil sees me as a threat and he hates me and he wants me to know it, and so he does shit like that or something. I don't know. And it's like the only thing I can think of that I honestly want right now is to talk to this girl that I've been dealing with. That's all that I've wanted for months now, is to just talk to her and get the honest answers out of her mouth. And it's like, I've never done that to nobody. And everybody does that to me. She's not the first person who's refused to talk to me and be honest. I'm honestly sick of it. But I'm going to end this here because I don't even like making them